Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and we are going to talk about our new project, which we're super excited about. And I do have a bit of sun coming in, so I apologize for that. But you will have already watched Sarah's video. I just put this here. This is the quilt that Mum made. It's not finished. I have to finish it. Look at all those stitches. You can count the stitches while I'm talking. So we're talking about the new Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 4, which is pretty exciting. It's called Treasure Hunt. And we have been inspired by several people. I think Sass will have already spoken about our main inspiration is Pam Garrison. We've been a fan of hers probably since the 2010s, and we haven't noticed, she doesn't do a lot of stitching. She's more of a painter, but the stitching that she does is really sort of eclectic and amazing. So Sass will have spoken about her, but there are a couple of other people that are inspiring for this project, and one would be Rebecca Sower. I have one of her images. I'll just zoom you in. I'm on Pinterest. If you just look up Rebecca Sower, I had written it down here, and I've got things everywhere. So Rebecca Sower with an O. You look up Rebecca Sower Sewing. And she's done this wonderful collection. She's still doing it. This is old, but it's a collection of treasures, and that's really what our treasure hunt is about. It's a collection of treasures, and Sarah will have explained it a bit better to you, but in my mind, it's a collection of your favorite things. It could be a collection of your favorite things that are sentimental, or just favorite things because you love them and they're beautiful, or a mixture of both. It doesn't really matter. You might include sentimental things like a photograph printed on fabric, or that sort of thing. So it's a treasure. We're hunting for treasures. You may hunt your stash, or you might find things in what are they called? Thrift stores or op shops, antique markets. You may find things on Etsy. Just a collection of treasures. I found a lot of treasures. So some things my mum has given to me, some Sass, some I found at antique shops or antique markets. So yeah, I've just been collecting for a really long time. You could also hunt your stash. You might find them. You have a box of your grandmother's buttons or brooches. Even brooches could be beautiful in this project, or even like if you've got a beautiful pair of your grandma's or your mother's earrings, but there's only one, you could stitch that into it. So the variety of things that can go into this project is enormous. Okay, and you're going to have a lot of freedom to do it. All we ask is that you follow the prompts. We'll be giving you prompts every 2 weeks. And then you go and search whatever is inspiring for you. You can do whatever format you like. I am tossing up between having a beautiful box, and then putting my fabric in accordion style, or whether I'm going to do something that's going to be a bit more that framed and hung on the wall, or a wall hanging sort of thing. That's what I'm tossing up between. So just to go back to the inspiration, I wrote down, besides what Sarah said, we also found the French general, and Pam Garrison is definitely #1 inspiration for this, and there's so many images of hers on Pinterest, and also she's on Instagram. The other one is Mandy Patullo. Now Mandy Patullo has done I don't think I've written her name correctly. It might be 2 T's and 1 L. But anyway, you can find her. She's very famous. She's a lot on Pinterest and on Instagram as well. On Instagram, she has a reel. If you go back in her reels, she's got an accordion. No, she had it flat. It was an exhibition, and she had a whole lot of treasures stitched onto this strip. So that's also what was inspiration for us. And the other one that I came across while I was looking up Rebecca Sower, let me see if I can go back. Go down and see, is the Linen Garden. I did see her here before. I just looked up Rebecca Sower here, so all these other things are coming up. Oh no, I've got to go back. Let's look up the Linen Garden. I'm sure lots of you know the Linen Garden. She sells lots of lovely Sanderson fabrics and old linens. Vicky Trainer, that's who it is. And she does these mood boards that I find are really beautiful. And that could also, this one in particular, I love that. That could give you inspiration for your layout, what you might like to do. You can do it in a book. We've done books. You can do wall hangings, anything that you like, honestly. You can make it into a bag. You can make it into a coat if you want to. Like, honestly, it's up to you. You could do it onto a shirt and then, I don't know, wear it or hang it on the wall. I don't know, like you'd hang a kimono or something like that. So honestly, we're not trying to tell you with this project what format. That's up to you. I'm just looking at my notes to see what else I needed to find. I've spoken about places to find treasures. I think we can figure that, but don't figure that out. And I've talked about my inspiration. But what I want to say, let me just find, I'll go on Instagram and let me find Mandy Patula. I've actually got what I do on Instagram is I save, here I have boards as well. So I've got all kinds of boards here. I've just got to find, I've got Mandy Patula here somewhere. Here she is. And somewhere I will have that. It is 2 T's and 2 L's. So there you go. Oh no, I wrote that. Nope, it could be wrong. That's me. Oh, I also put things in here that remind me of Mandy Patula. It's not all her. These are the French General ones. Sarah might have showed you some of those. I think those are really inspiring, and they were books. But the Mandy Patula one I was thinking of was, where is it? Could have been this one. Yes, this, see, look. Treasures. It could be old keys. I mean, we're not just limiting ourselves to just fabric. Look at this. She's got all kinds of, I mean, I'm not going to, you could stitch a spool on there if you want to do it dimensional, but that is, to me, is also very inspiring for the treasure hunt, for a composition. So she's done that, looks quite sentimental to me. Hopefully you can see it. But that's on Mandy Patula's page. Oh, it is 2 T's and 2 L's. There we go. So I didn't make a boo-boo. So that's just inspiration. Now, I'm going to take this off, and that's my beautiful, or Lulu's beautiful quilt. Let me just open it. Actually, I should have done that before. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I want to get out the box. So, we asked Deb from Dollhouse. I think it's Dollhouse Vintage. I'm getting confused now. Oh, anyway, we'll link her down below. Oh, that's a bit of a faux pas. I'm pretty sure it's Dollhouse Vintage. Yes, it is. And then she's, I think she's Lulu Blueworth on what's it called? Etsy. I just got to open the box. It's very well closed. I'm going to rip it. So, Deb sent us a pack, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm opening it now. Oops, as you can see. I just got to get in there. Okay, I'm like an animal. There we go. Good thing that it's nothing precious. It's fabric. So let's see what's in here. I'll keep that. And I love the spot. Oh my gosh, and it smells beautiful. So she's putting together some treasures. Oh, look at this. Dollhouse Vintage. There we go. That's it there. Oh yeah, Luluworth Blue on Etsy. We'll link her below. We've linked her before. So I think this is going to be my color palette, probably. Yes, I think it will, because I've got some other bits and pieces here that I absolutely love. So she's going to have these in her store, and she's going to have some treasures as well. So that's a great place to get you started. They're a good starting point. So I don't even want to mess it up. It's so beautiful. I wanted to take a photograph, but I'm using my, it just smells wonderful. Oh my word, look at that. So they're all beautiful. There's a mix between old fabrics. There's a piece of hemp in there, and vintage probably, and some very old fabrics. I won't pull it all out, but you get the idea of what her box bundles look like. And I think she gave one. I'm looking forward to seeing Sarah. Sarah already knew her color palette, and I said to her, you know me, mixed colors. Actually, I think we had sent her some inspiration by Pam Garrison. It was, she has a photograph on her Instagram of all these beautiful colored wools. Just the most prettiest colors. And I said, I'll take inspiration from that, thank you. So there you go. So just little treasures like this are going to be good for this project. Favorite fabrics, old yo-yos, laces, all that sort of thing. So we do have a task, and I think Sarah may have, well, she definitely will have told you, so you probably know, is to do a mood board. Now, I have never done a mood board before. Sarah has. She's very good at it. Oh, good, you can't can you see the sun? Not really. Okay, I hope it's not affecting the colouring, but I have pulled out some things that are absolute treasures for me. These beautiful old, I'm going to zoom you out a little bit because otherwise, oh gosh, I hope you could see Deb's thing. Oh, that's why we couldn't see the sun, because I was zoomed in. Okay, I'm going to move over here a little bit, hopefully be out of the sun. But I'm going to put a photograph up on the Facebook group and on Instagram. So I'm just going to pull out. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go in my project, but I'm pulling out things that are going to be, it's like, you know, idea of colors. So I can see, isn't this lucky? I can see all of Deb's colors. Let me just bring it back in those trims. So see those colors that are quite a lot in those trims as well. So that's really great. But I have pulled out things like treasures. What do I mean? Like this, for example, is sentimental to me. It's not in my color scheme, so I probably won't use it, but I just want to give you an example. My mum gave me that, but I think I have some other things that she's given me that I could use. I'm going to use some beautiful laces here and there, and probably some sort of trims. I don't know whether I'll use that one or find, this is an old one, but I might find one in another color, so I might put that over there. I have these packs that I've nearly finished selling for a while on my Etsy. Those sorts of trims, I might have a little piece of that left, so I might use that. This sort of trim, those trims, they're the antique ecclesiastical ones. So yeah, those kind of treasures are really good to use in this project. And what else? I have this lovely sentimental piece. I'll probably find a place for that. Mum made that and gave it to me, so I'll put that somewhere. I may not, I don't know whether I'll use this color. I won't know until I do it. So I want to pull out some fabric first. I do have this, I want to say, Pam, did you give me that? I think Pam gave me that. So that's really sentimental. That's in the colors. I really love that. That will go somewhere. And then I think I got this. This is, or did you give it to me, Pam? I think I might have gotten it. So these are going to be my palette. This is my palette. So I think that's what the mood board is really good is. I'm going to zoom out. I apologize. Actually, you know what? I might pause you. I'm going to close my blind and then I'm going to put the light on. Just one. So much better. It's a bit darker, I think, but it's better. We don't have that light because it was distracting me. But I have, I think that came from another lady. I have these beautiful old pieces of fabric. I may or may not use them all. Look at that one. That came from a French lady. It's all falling apart, but that kind of thing is going to inspire me. Probably not that one, these colors. So that one I think came from Pam. So I'm just going to pull out a few things. I'm not going to put out everything, but just a few things and take a photograph to remind myself. I love that. Let me just, I really want to zoom you out a bit. Okay, so you can see. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it on this. This is an old piece of linen, or I might, or hemp, I think it is, or I might do it on a piece of linen. I haven't decided that yet, so I have to make up my mind. And then, of course, there's these beautiful things that were in Deb's pack. And I did see a fabric. Oh, this one. So I might use a mixture of her fabrics. I'll just pull a few out, even though it breaks my heart to mess up her beautiful composition. So I'll pull out a few colours that kind of go with my palette. And I mean, I'm sure there are others. I mean, look at that. That is, look at that with those. That's gorgeous. And then I won't pull out too many because it's just a mood board. And I could go really crazy and have a little piece of that somewhere. Oh, I might bring it over here because it's a big piece. I just put a little piece. I think I will like that because I do like to have a bit of clash. I'm just going to cut because I probably won't use a big piece. I'll just cut a piece off that. It's so textural and really lovely. Can you see that? Just make sure you can see it up there. Move this up a bit higher. I'll tidy up my mood board before I take a photograph. So we would like you guys to do a mood board with what you think you might like to use. And then I won't photograph this like this. I'll do it in the proper light and everything, but I just wanted to give you an idea. Yeah, we want you to make a mood board and of things that are you think that you like, that are going to give you your colors and textures and that sort of thing. And that way you sort of have a thing, put it all in a box and then you have it ready to go. Okay, so, well, you might not have found all of your things yet either. So I have a lovely tin here with some buttons. So I could just put that here in the middle, something like that. And then I also have some more glitzy things in here. But you never know, I might like to use something like that. I don't know. So I'm going to pull it out and put it in my mood board. Maybe I won't put two, looks like two shiny buzzies. We don't want that. I also have this beautiful old, it was a crest. It's from a council from the early 1900s. I might like to include something like that. That's a treasure for me. I have these beautiful threads. They're antique metal threads for embroidery. And I thought I might use a little bit of those. We don't know. So I'll put a couple of those there. I kind of want to just keep them and not use them because they're so pretty on the spool, but you never know. I have some some trims like this too that I really like. Oh gosh, the light's not the best, but anyway, I'll take a photograph better. This is a super old ecclesiastical one. I just think that is stunning. So my treasure hunt might be, I'm stuttering, it may be a little more treasures with a few sentimental things in, I think. This is what I mean, like this is a beautiful button, but I may go a little bit glitzy here and there. I did find those. I don't think I'll use those. I have this, I love this stuff as well. I really do love that. So I'm going to put that over there. And then it's kind of hard to know because I haven't started yet. I do have, where did they go? I have lots of broochy sort of things. What are my other ones? I don't think I'll use those ones. I had other ones. I think they might be in the bottom of this box. I have this, see, I could use this box and do the accordion thing out of that. I might, but it's full of stuff. So I've got, here I've got a bag of sort of lacy sort of appliques. So those are good things. Let's just have a look. Sorry about the noise. See, I mean, that's just a scrap, but little things like that, that sort of thing. So, you know, that's an old Milner's sort of flower. They all need a home, somewhere to go. So, I mean, I've got a whole bag of them, of those sorts of things. And then I have these things. I bought this as sentimental. I bought these many years ago, probably 10 years ago, with my mum when she came here and went to the craft show. And there happened to be a French dealer there. And it was like a craft show with, you know, lots of things made in China. But I bought those from her at great expense, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time. Not that I have a lot now, but I had even less. And I bought those with Mum. They remind me of her. They're kind of like washers that have the buttonhole stitch over them, and they weren't cheap. So I might like to put something like that in there. So mine, you can see, is going down the vintage road. I think I bought those with my sister. Those ones, I think. And then there's washer buttons. I love those. The laundry buttons. We might use some of those. And then, oh, here's my other glitzy stuff. I thought I had more glitzy stuff. Things like this. Who knows? I might use something like that. I might put something really shiny like that. Who knows? This is what, I mean, I keep saying that, don't I? But honestly, that's what is going around in my head at this point in time. I have little appliques. So these little appliques came from my friend Patricia, who I took the ladies to. And she has a shop that is open to the public. She keeps the door locked because the robbers came in. What else do I have? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here that takes my fancy. Oh, I've got more appliques from her. They may come out to play. What's this? Oh, look at those. Those are very old. I don't know whether I'll include those, but you never know. See, I'm just going to pull out a whole lot of things that I think I might use, but I may not use. But I might. And then all those little appliques, I don't know where they came from. So that's what's coming to my mind at the moment. I haven't put a lot of, oh my gosh, I have to tidy. Do you realize I have to tidy all this stuff up now? It was a task to put it all in there. I have these. I don't think I ever want to use them, but I might use a little bit. I mean, how can you use those sorts of things? I just need to keep them. But I love them. I just have them so I can look at them. But I could use maybe a tiny bit. I don't know. So that's kind of the idea. I mean, that's a very busy mood board. But I think I'm going to sort that out a bit neater and in good light. And I'll photograph that probably on Monday. And I'll put it up on the Facebook group and on Instagram. So actually it could probably go like that, but the light's not good right now, so I don't want to take a photograph now. So that's sort of the idea of the treasures. And I mean, of course, I don't have any of these things from my gran or my mum, so I've been collecting. But you might have this sort of stuff that's family heirlooms that you could stitch into something that's going to be sentimental and represent the family as well. So that's going to be really fun, is having a look around at home what you have. There might be, I didn't put many trims here, but I mean, glorious trims you could have. I mean, I've got this from, what's her name? I linked her store in, I mean, some things like that might go, oh, look at that. That's going to be gorgeous as well. So I can't remember her name, but I linked her in my last video. My latest video, on Wednesday's video. So that's something like that. I might use some of that. Oh, I think it's going to be gorgeous. I have to think of my composition. So I hope you're excited. We're going to look forward. So the only task is to think about what would you like to do, what format, and then also do your mood board. We'd like to see a mood board. I mean, it's not obligatory, but if you want to do a mood board, that would be fun. Margaret and Lindy, you're still in Italy. You can be searching for treasures while you're still here. So if you find anything, and that could be something sentimental because you'll remember your wonderful holiday that you had together. So yeah, also that sort of thing. If you've had an amazing holiday and you found a brooch in France or in Italy or in Tasmania or in New Zealand or in the UK, and you want to include that because it has a memory for you, then that's the sort of thing that we're thinking to put in it. So I hope you're excited. I'm looking forward to seeing people's mood boards and looking forward to starting the new project. And we will see you on Wednesday. Sarah will be doing the first video and it will be the new prompt for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Part 3. This is Volume 4. That one's Volume 3. So have a great Sunday and I will see you again soon. Bye.